Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of the Baloney Bouncing Barmaid and the Belching Beautician. I'm the Baloney Bouncing Barmaid, and my friend here, AlpacaPatrol, is the Belching Beautician. How's it going?
It's pretty good. I actually went to 8 years of beauty school. It's harder work than people make it out to be.
You know, the thing is, though, if you belch too much, you're never going to get ahead.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, you're never going to get any head, either.
You're never going to get ahead because you're always belching, and nobody wants you belching on their dong.
No, not at all. No.
And, well, somebody probably wants that. I shouldn't really speak for everyone.
I'm sure there is porn for that. Yeah, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if...
dong belching porn. I'm sure it's got a really sweet name, too, that I would never think of to call it.
Dong belching porn.
Because, you know, people like shorthand pretty much every sex act.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I hear anyway. I don't know about this. I'm going to keep this hand, but it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, my hand is trash-ass too, but, whatever.
I'm using my patriotism deck again, so I hope this pays off.
Oh, that's good, yeah. I mean, freedom
reigns.
Isn't free.
I know that much.
Yeah, that too. It's all those things, really.
You're right. Freedom actually costs about $15. That's the price of this game.
That's true.
I wasn't able to make this.
It's basically the pinnacle of freedom, Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers 2015.
Yeah, dragons and eagles.
Yeah, there's dragons and then also eagles. I wonder who would win in a fight, like a dragon or like a giant-ass eagle.
There's griffins that are kind of like that.
Yeah.
Peter Griffins.
There's the, I guess it's going to be a day late, but I actually plan on watching there's the Simpsons Family Guy crossover.
Oh, is that actually real? I saw the websites talking about that. I didn't, the websites, whatever that means. I saw websites talking about that, and I didn't see it was a real thing.
It's for Super Serial. It's happening tonight. I've talked about before how I'm actually not a very big fan of Family Guy, and I'm actually not really a big fan of the modern Simpsons, but
wow,
I'm sure it could be
Take
funny.
Two things you don't like and put them together, and it's all of a sudden good for some reason.
I mean, I'm curious to see, because, actually, I don't know if you ever saw the Family Guy Blue Harvest thing.
That sounds really serious. I don't know what that means.
It's just that was just the name of their Star Wars parody. They, parodied all of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, why does everyone do that?
I don't know, but it was actually really good. It was, the Family Guy parody on Star Wars was really, because it goes through every major plot point of the series, but it changes the characters to the Family Guy characters.
Is it one of those things where if you're going to design school, you make your signature chair? Like every cartoon animation has to make its signature version of the Star Wars retelling?
Maybe. I
don't know. Now that
know.
I'm thinking about it, I can't actually think of anyone else that's done it, but I'm pretty sure it's been done a couple of times.
Well, there is Spaceballs, that old...
Okay, maybe it's just I'm thinking of a lot of people like to parody Star Wars, and that could be the whole story. And I've extended it into some absurd realm of hyperbole that doesn't actually need to be done.
There was a period in my life in which I watched a lot of, Star Wars fan films, because, it's not enough lightsaber action that occurs in the world.
Yeah, and now that people have green screens, you can go nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually pretty. There's some really good ones, but a lot of them are really terribly low quality. There's actually this fan film Star Trek movie coming out that looks really cool. It's what's it called? Prelude to Axanar? Or actually, I think it's just called Axanar, but Prelude to Axanar was this mockumentary they made initially for the Axanar. What does this do? Oh, okay.
Just gives me a land. It's just a land that I have to take 2 turns to get out.
A land. But, yeah. It was pretty good. Pretty darn good.
I'm sorry, but I can't really add much to the conversation.
No, that's fair, yeah, that's fair. It's fun. I mean, I like me some Star Trek. It's a good time.
I know you do.
It's underappreciated, I think. IMO.
Yeah, IMO also. I prefer to have them when possible.
Mm-hmm. IMO Wizard Harry.
I am Error Room.
Really?
That would be weird if I could just turn my room into the I Am Error Room and make it all glitched out and just have a little pedestal with some items on it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of strange.
Or several pedestals, because it's one item per pedestal. Everybody knows that.
Don't kill your thing.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, I've made a terrible
This
mistake.
is what, the third or fourth time you've done that now?
But see, the thing is, though, I thought one time it worked, but I guess I'm a terrible idiot, so never mind. Whatever.
It's a trap. It's like, you see the 1/1, it's like, I can do this. Nope.
I know. I'm a big dumbo.
Claim a
Whatever.
trap card.
Oh. Sure, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, what do you have to lose, right? You think I'm gonna block any of that shit? Nope.
Yeah, right. Like, you could kill any of those things.
Oh,
but
yeah, I could.
Also, like...
But I
you
won't.
know, yeah, you'll lose your rock slider.
That's all I got right now. This deck is not really that good, but that's okay.
Rockly slide elemental.
Yeah, I mean, if I opened a restaurant, I could probably have rock sliders.
Oh, that'd be good. What would
little hamburgers?
what would be the rock though? Like you'd have to it couldn't be like regular old ground beef. It'd have to
Oh, it
be
would be
something.
like people's elbow sauce or something. I don't know, whatever the rock is
Ooh,
cooking
okay.
at the moment.
I see. Oh, that would be amazing if you actually got Dwayne the Rock Johnson to be the master chef at your restaurant.
I guarantee he would.
I think he would too.
I think he likes to cook. I know that guy cooks a lot.
Does he?
Have you ever seen him wrestle? I mean, he's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, and he's constantly asking, "Do you smell what I'm cooking?"
That's true, yeah.
Constantly. I don't think I've hardly ever seen a match where he didn't ask that.
Almost all the time, yeah. Huh.
So
Intriguing.
that's kind of where I'm at with that whole thing. I think he'll be my head chef, at least.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
I just have all these options that don't help me very much at all. I have so many cards in my hand, and everything I could do would not help me very much.
Huh.
That's where I'm at. A little bit of
Yeah.
this, a little bit of that.
Little bit of Monica in my wife.
Oh, and your wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's right on in there.
That's okay.
Yeah. Intriguing. Very intriguing.
I guess I'll do this so I can at least do something.
Oh no! Alright, fair enough. Well played.
We don't know about that. It may have been a bad idea, but at least it's something. It's 2 potential less damage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh no.
Baby steps.
The horror. The misery. You gotta attack quick, Nick.
You think I don't know that?
You're about to. Yeah, your time is out.
No, I hit you.
Yeah.
I got it in time.
That's what she said.
That's hot.
Yeah, it is.
Sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse is hot.
How come they don't have, like, the sexual intercourse at college that you can take to become very proficient in the ways that you might need to take?
Right. Yeah, I
Raise
see
your
what
lover
you're
and
saying.
all that. That could get real weird, though. You know, the teacher starts asking you to pair up with dudes. Like, I don't really want to learn how to do a handy on these guys.
Yeah, really.
Like, maybe that's not my bag.
They cover that kind of thing in HBO's Real Sex.
Yeah, but does anyone even have HBO? Shit's too expensive for just Game of Thrones.
That's true. Actually, you know, they were doing a thing. I remember hearing that they're rumored to be in talks to make it so that...
rumored to be in talks.
Yeah, to make it so that HBO is not, it doesn't require a cable subscription, because it's like they're wasting so much money on like people pirating Game of Thrones,
Right.
and like it's not like that show is gonna have an infinite number of seasons.
It
It's
might
gonna run out.
You don't know. I mean, you've seen what they did with Harry Potter. Maybe they'll take the last season and split it into 5 seasons.
They probably should.
And
Honestly,
go into
like,
microscopic cellular detail of what's happening on the skin of every person in the series.
having read the books, or not, I haven't read all the books yet, but having like I'm reading the books, and seriously, like they should have like split a lot of the seasons into just 2 parts because like there's a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah,
there's a
what's
lot
the
of stuff that
downside,
they
really?
missed.
More Game of Thrones. It's
I
just whether
know.
or not you can get the actors to come back long enough. That's the only thing.
I think one of the other things is like you either like have to speed up Daenerys' story or like people will get really mad if it's like 10 years on and Daenerys
Right.
is still like hanging out doing nothing.
And they should have just probably killed off Bran in the first episode.
Yeah, really, for the sake of just everything.
Everything that is holy.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So what does that one do? Gain control target creatures on a turn on top of a creature gains haste. Okay, I see.
Basically just allowed me to scry 1 card. That's about it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair in the buff.
You should block that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna block that.
You don't know what might happen.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're probably going to do two matches today.
Yeah, maybe it depends. I mean, you could totally
I think we're going to probably do 2 matches today.
maybe.
Yeah. Because you're going to win, like, this round. Well, okay, maybe next round at the latest.
Yeah.
You kind of whittled me down, and I need you to have big creatures fast. Because my basic deck thing is to steal all your stuff and then use it against you, but you didn't have anything worth stealing, so...
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
was stuck with just stealing your shitty 2-1.
Yeah. You did a good job of stealing that 2-1, though. I'll tell
I
you.
tried. I tried very hard. It didn't get
And
very
got so
far.
far.
I didn't get that far, though.
You didn't. Well, you got 4 damages.
No,
Inside.
So block that.
Mm-hmm. That's reasonable.
If I could have killed 1 more of your creatures, it would have been strong enough to absorb the attacks from everybody, and then I could have slowly whittled it down 1 by 1. Well, I mean, I have 1 more turn, but...
Actually, you don't.
I don't have 1 more turn, after all.
Yep.
I remember a while ago thinking I did.
Nope.
C'est la vie.
Goodbye, Nick.
It's been real.
GG!
Hey, I'm 4-4 now.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh god, what is that horrible welt that appeared after I
don't
died?
know, actually. I saw that, too.
That was ugly.
It was like somebody, like, shot the screen, and the screen was actually, like, a human being.
Shot the Law, and the Law won. I shot Jude Law.
You shot Jude Law? Why'd you do that?
I didn't like what he did in AI, the Steven Spielberg movie with Haley Joel Osment.
That's fair, yeah.
So he had to go.
Okay. I could get behind
I am RDY. Let's do this.
Nice. Nice. You're red, dirge, yellow. Okay.
What?
Okay, I'll stick with this. A little bit scary.
This might be slightly better than my last hand. I'll keep
Yeah.
it.
I believe it.
I didn't have the land to deal with it, but I had like that demon guy that lets me replay all of my instants coming up next in my hand, so it's probably good that you killed me when you did, although, again, I didn't have the land to play it, so it wouldn't have mattered really, but, you know, in theory.
I didn't have any lands last time either. Like, I guess it did kind of hinder me, but luckily I had enough, like, you know, creatures to start off the game that it was alright.
Sure.
If I hadn't...
By most accounts, any other deck, I probably would have killed you.
Yeah, no, probably. Like
you had 3 land the whole
start.
game.
Yeah, it was a really terrible start. But you had a worse start, it seems. So you know, I got lucky on that.
Well,
front.
the problem is I need you to have better cards so I can take them.
Right? Yeah, that's fair. That is true.
I'm sure you'll do better this time, and then I'll be better off. Everybody will be happy. Let's do red, and then we'll do that. Okay.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, it's a mystery. Dun, 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 dun. What is that song? Is that like Destiny's Child?
When you eat spaghetti, you're a mystery. It's the Guess Who song? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but okay, so it's the Guess Who song, but then I always, for some reason, change it to like, I don't know what it is. It's like this '90s pop song that I changed it to. I don't know what it. I don't actually know.
Did you ever hear that song? I just found this yesterday by some random chance. I guess I was on YouTube and it did one of those like related video things. Came up with something kind of tangential. The Christina Aguilera song "Candyman."
No.
Oh, you know what? Actually, somebody tweeted it to me. I think because Candyman in Lethal League.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's this kind of like a parody of 1950s style art, and then she like throws in how the dude would pop her cherry, and it's really awkward.
Oh, that's really weird. Yeah.
It's like really wholesome and funny, and then she just throws in this like one random line about how it like he'll drop your panties and like he'll pop your cherry.
Oh,
Isn't that weird? It's like so
this is
out of left
that's
field.
really gross. That's
I
really
mean,
nasty.
you know, she's be controversial if you want. It's I don't care that she said that. It's just like out of thematically like it doesn't fit, you know? Like you're trying to be wholesome and then you're not. They probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that in the 50s, I don't think, in a music video if they had such things back then.
Yeah, I would think not.
And then somebody in the comments was like, "What the fuck is this from 1890?" And
Who
like
the
try
fuck
like
is this? Paging me at
1950s.
5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and see, that's Biggie Smalls is who that is.
Yeah, I know. I don't know that. Is it like just me though? Is that like strange that someone had no idea what decade that was at all?
Hmm. Yeah,
Like
that
you
is.
can reference like you know what the 1950s looked like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they all had a thing about them.
Hmm.
But then for someone to jump to 1890, like I have no fucking idea what
How did
happened
they
in
even record
1890.
music then? That's my question.
Phonograph, I guess.
Probably.
Like I think 1930s is about as far back as I know what stuff looked like.
Phonograph.
Like 1920s may as well have been the 1930s also. Maybe there is some specific difference that I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. That's some weird shit. Although you find some weird shit in YouTube comments a
Of
lot of
course
the
you
time.
do. I just found that funny, and it was probably someone that's 10.
You're probably right.
Probably someone 10. You've had
I
a lot
would
of
be
planes going overhead today. Have you been air traffic controlling on your roof for a
I
while?
have been, yeah, yeah. It's been controlling the airs.
Get the batons waving around or whatever you do.
Yep.
You know,
been
sometimes
good.
they're just orange sticks. They're not even like light sticks.
Really?
It's got to be the most disappointing shit to be like, oh man, I'm going to be one of those guys. And then they hand you these two little fluorescent, stupid ass sticks. It's like, I thought I was going to get this flashlight with the cone at the end. Like, seriously, this is bullshit. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, I agree.
I would be so pissed. What's your end game here? Are you getting something out of this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I understand what.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, they attack each turn if able, that's why.
Yeah, yeah, they have to.
Because, you know, obviously I'm going to block and kill those. You're going to
Yeah.
stop timer, and what's going to change?
I'm gonna sacrifice. Wait, hold on. Cancel. Wait, no. Pause time. Pause time. What does this one do? Okay, I see. I'm gonna sacrifice the. Well, you know what?
Oh, I get what you mean. You're going to get rid of the pyramid guy and then kill the other thing.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna kill this guy, and then deal damage
You
to
know
this.
what? I don't really care that much. You can do that.
Oh, it switched their positions. That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a switcher.
It's a switcheroo.
I checked that in the options menu.
Oh, really? Is it a Nick switcher?
No, it's just a switcher. Just a regular kind.
Switcher sweeper.
I'm not sure about that sweeper thing, though.
No.
I haven't quite gotten that far into the whole schmagegi.
I know the schmagegi. Believe you me. But don't believe Mimi though. She's a filthy lying whore.
I never would.
Yeah.
Nothing but bad things about this Mimi.
You ever watch the Drew Carey show, Nick?
Oh, I know all about Mimi.
Yeah.
She looked like she had clown makeup on, is what he always
She
said.
really did though. Like she pretty much did wear clown makeup. I remember that show being really good, actually.
Yeah, me too. I watched it a lot.
Yeah. What does this thing do? Oh no.
You know, I probably should have attacked you with that before I returned it to your hand. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been good.
Bottom.
Bottom. What does that do?
Oh,
Can't-
I forgot about that. I get to tap your shit and it stays tapped for a while.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, pretty
Kinda.
annoying. I guess might as well attack.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Whatever. Bang.
Bang, zoom, pow, right to the kisser.
Yeah, that's him punching his wife.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Funny
Different
fucking
time.
comedy.
Yeah. Strange times in the world. Strange times. Doctor
Why did they
Strange
get married
sometimes.
if you wanted to beat her so much?
I don't know. Yeah, apparently, the Honeymooners was the guy who created it. It was just a bunch of skits that he did over the years on some other
Oh,
show that I forgot, and then they consolidated all the different skits into like a 13 episode TV show or something
TV
like that.
show.
hmm
Hmm.
Show about Total Biscuit.
You don't have another one. What? What are you
I kill
doing? Oh, you sacrificed it at the last second so that you got an extra counter out of it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
yeah. Because there's no reason to deal the damage to the thing. Because I'm not going to kill it. But I can just get a 1/1 out of it. Counter, anyway, I guess.
Uh,
When you bless
Oh.
poo, it's a spliss displease.
You get that counter every time. I didn't realize that was what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with that guy.
Oh, no.
And you take 2 damage from having my gutter snipe out.
That's annoying. It's very rude, Nick.
Yeah, it's just downright inconsiderate.
It really is.
Hmm. I'm pretty sure if I attack with both of these, you're not going to block, but at the same time, do I really care? I don't really
Yeah.
want to lose these creatures, but you know what? I'm going to live dangerously for once.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to block.
And then we'll see what happens next turn.
Mm-hmm. That's reasonable. It's a reasonable play. That's a reasonable play. Okay.
Rob, these cards are tapped. These cards aren't tapped. What?
What? Unfortunately, we can reference that, but like,
No one will
Nope.
ever know.
yeah, exactly. It's terrible. All right.
Actually, I totally did the voice drawings. I'm like, huh?
What? Yeah, it's like the greatest video that no one will ever see ever again. All right, give me that.
Is it legal for me to say what happened with that video, or is that going to invoke the wrath of the internet?
I don't think. I mean, yeah, it's like it went. He put it on private. After.
Well, I just mean to like tell the backstory, so because they don't even know.
Oh yeah,
necessarily.
why not?
So Rob found this video on our cringe, and it's this kid, fairly young, he's doing like what he thinks is, I guess, a stand-up skit or something, or some kind of like, I don't even know what you call it. He's walking around Walmart, pretending he's Tim Allen, doing that voice, comparing things to each other. And Tim Allen didn't do that in Home Improvement, that voice, the way he did it, and also he never really compared two things either. So he invented this new version of Tim Allen and then made a 4-minute video about it.
Mm-hmm. If you follow
very
my Twitter,
strange.
you would have seen it before he made it private. But it honestly,
Very
it's
strange.
one of the greatest videos that I've ever seen.
Oh, Ryan loved it, by the way. I sent
did
him
he?
the link, and he really enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, it's just a wonderful time. Oh, what are you doing? You're treasoning him. You're treasonizing me. That's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah, treasonizing. Treasonizing.
Treason Eisenhower.
What?
Ooh, what? It's like the greatest.
So I guess when word got around to him that people were enjoying his video on the r/cringe world, he didn't maybe want that kind of publicity,
Yeah.
and then it went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
a
sad
drag,
time.
right?
It is a drag.
It's a drag racer.
What gives me the highest chance to win? Huh.
They should do dragon racers. Instead of drag racers, it should be cars shaped like dragons going as fast as they can.
That would be pretty sweet.
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
terrifying? And then they'd be like spewing freaking fire out of their assholes or something.
Yeah.
Instead of
I could see
nitrous.
that. Alright. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you're gonna have more Skelemen.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna sacrifice him.
This is the perfect counter for my deck. It's
Yeah.
all Skelemen.
It really is, yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna get strong all of a sudden.
Hmm.
But what does that mean for me?
That I attack you You're gonna take 5 damage now.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you have more than that, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay, that's cool. You sure you don't have more than that?
No.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have enough lands again, so it's one of those games.
I was expecting you to just kill me straight off.
No, I unfortunately cannot do this thing.
Cannot to do this. He cannot do this.
A close match.
It's close enough.
Yeah, and you're 1 life point below me.
Hey, buddy, you get below me.
Yeah.
Let's take that.
Oh no, you fiend.
And take that.
Oh, I lose. Well played.
I was gonna make it take another turn too, and then I actually freaking did the right thing for once and realized how to win the goddamn game right there.
Yeah.
Apparently that other game where, like, it was really close and then I fucked it up at the last second, like, every other move except for the move I did would have made me win.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
It was I can't remember exactly what the hands were, but, like, you had, like, 3 creatures and I was stealing one of them. Something like that. This is, like, 2 games ago. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, the commenters are going to be pissed when I throw. And then I did, and then they were.
That's funny.
I called it.
Yeah. That was a good game, though.
Yeah.
That was you were dead next turn if you didn't kill me that turn. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that thing to put back your card was going to be used on the expanding one, the 4/4 or whatever it was.
Right.
So you would have lost all the counters, so I don't know if you would have killed me then. But I decided to use it in a better way, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, well, you won the game, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you had that already, then yeah, I guess I wouldn't have killed you the next turn. But see, what happened is instead of drawing like any more lands, I drew 3 of the exact same card, which was like give a creature +4/-4 this turn.
Oh yeah,
it's like, you know,
-4 is enough to kill just about anything.
Yeah, it's actually like really a terrible card against your deck because if your deck is built around just stealing creatures, then
yeah, what are you gonna kill?
Yeah, exactly. So it was kind of
counter spells.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Counter me stealing your creature by stealing my creature that I don't have, I guess.
Oh,
what would it even do if the effect isn't able to be replicated in the other direction?
Fuck if I know.
Well, counterspell just makes it not cast, right? It doesn't actually steal the effect.
Yes.
That's like a totally different card that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. How does that work with creatures? Does it just like kill the creature? This kills the creature.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I've entered this whole realm of weird magic hypotheticals. So in the event that you have the card that lets you steal the effect from someone by countering their spell, and the effect can't be reproduced in the other direction, I'm guessing then the card simply can't be used? This is a question for the commenters, to be perfectly honest. I'm not.
Sometimes, you know, magic is like, there are just very precise interactions that happen that you just kind of need to learn through playing a lot.
And even playing a lot, you just forget shit. And also, I never knew a lot of things, too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I always say how many years I've played the game, but it's been, like, the same deck that I've had for 10 years, so, like, what have I really learned?
Yeah, no, really.
I've just lost to a lot of different people.
Yeah, and then, like, and the only people that I've ever really played Magic with are other noobs that, like, you know, like, bought, like, a pre-made deck, usually, just for fun. Just, like, fuck around on the weekend or something if we have nothing to do.
And I've had like 3 or 4 different friend circles, and in all of them were always one person that was like, man, I'm the tournament master of Magic the Gathering. And I always never played Magic with that person because it intimidated me, and I knew that I didn't know enough to even speak to them when I had my interactions, that I would probably just embarrass myself.
I was just mad when my friend had the pre-made Sliver deck back in the day.
Yeah, that'll wreck your asshole.
Yeah, you couldn't win. Like you just had nothing to win. They nerfed the shit out of slivers, right?
Yes.
Like so because they were ridiculous. Like
they used to be individual effects, right? And now they're global. So like if you have a sliver, it affects all slivers, not just your hand.
Right.
Or your side, I mean.
Yeah. It was hardcore, that Sliver deck. he just like destroyed us, and I always stuck with the goblins. I still love goblins. I wish I could. I wish I could make a true goblin deck in this game.
I had elves. I always did the one with elf life gain. You get the elvish piper, and you'd duplicate, like you'd multiply your health, until you weren't even playing the same game anymore.
That's
It's just
ridiculous.
like, just kill me so I can end this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah, you know, Magic the Gathering.
It sucks we can't make the decks we want.
I know,
I
man.
really want to play the game that's in my head.
Apparently they came out with like a new thing. Someone tweeted me about like there was some new expansion pack that came out, but not for the video game, for like, you know, the cards or whatever. And they're like, hey, you're gonna buy any of them? I'm like, nah.
It doesn't really help us. Like, we don't
No, not really.
have any reason to really buy them because I don't have anyone to play Magic with IRL unless we go to PAX, and obviously we're not going to really be playing much Magic at PAX.
Yeah, exactly. Or we could be the nerds who like whip out the Magic cards at a bar, but that, like, you know,
I don't want to be that guy. Also, I don't want to get beer on my Magic cards. As stupid as that sounds.
Exactly. I mean, because like when you're drinking in a group of lots of people, beer's flying everywhere. I mean, you know, it's not going to stay just in the cups or in the pitchers.
And I even have deck protectors on the important ones, but like the beer's going to get in them.
Yeah,
it's going to get all sticky and gross.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, it's a real awful time. Beer sometimes. I take
good care of my stuff. I don't like any of that stuff. I keep it all clean.
I actually don't really keep very good care of any of my cards. I have like cards in plastic bags in my closet somewhere. I don't really.
There's always that guy. You got like a Tupperware tub full of Magic cards just fucking thrown in there.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, if ever I wanted to use them, I have to, like, sort through, like, well, here's a Charizard, here's a Blastoise.
Here's a Charizard.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if I had a Charizard, I would sell that shit, because, like, the original, like, foil Charizard is worth, like, $5,000 or something right now.
Holy fuck. I was just thinking, like, what are you doing with Pokemon cards in your Magic deck? But, you know, that too.
Yeah. So, you know, the Pokemon trading card game, apparently, like, it was one made by Wizards of the Coast. And two, it actually works very similar to Magic the Gathering. I never actually played it though. I did sometimes, but very rarely. It was mostly just collecting the cards.
There were several factions below. Like when I was starting playing Magic, I was still in high school, so like I was in 10th grade, and like the 8th graders started playing Pokemon, and like the 6th graders or 7th graders started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, I don't know, man. You know, I'll just stay with Magic. It's got cool art.
It does.
I like Pokemon, but like, I don't feel right about it for some reason. I don't mean to like, I'm not trying to diss people who played them. It's just, it was a generational thing, I guess. I didn't want to be associated with the 8th graders.
I see, yeah, right. You don't like Pokemon, right? Like you never got into it? You're too old for it when it came out?
No, I like the game just fine. I just don't like the card game, or haven't ever played it. I shouldn't even say I don't like it, because I don't know.
You know what I did play though, even though I didn't play the trading card game like physically, even though I collected a shitload of cards, like I was one of those nerds that had like a binder with the sleeves in it and stuff.
Yeah, I have 3 of those. They're massive.
I don't have it anymore.
X-Men cards like crazy.
Oh, that's cool. But what I did play was on the Game Boy. They came out with the Pokemon trading card game.
What, like GBA or something?
Yeah. Huh. No, it wasn't Game Boy Advance. It was actually Game Boy Color. It was a Game Boy Color.
Oh
game.
Wow. I can't imagine they'd have resolution enough to display the characters in a font size that you could use.
They didn't really. That was kind of the thing. Is like, I think how it worked was when you were playing, I think it had like your life and like your mana on the screen, and then like a card that was there. Because I think you can only have one Pokemon out at a time in that game. I don't really remember, because I think it was supposed to be like, you know, is like emulating the video game kind of thing. So it would be Magic, but you're playing with only one creature.
Okay.
So you'd have like your creature card, and you'd see their creature card or their Pokemon, I guess, and then their life and stuff. But then if you wanted to read, like, you'd have to go into a different screen to see your hand, and like and another screen to read what the cards did and stuff. So
it's an ergonomics nightmare. I don't envy the person whose job it was to figure out how to make the user interface for that game.
Yeah, it was like, so, you know, kids these days are spoiled with their 3DS XL. But back, like, if you take out an old Game Boy, like the Game Boy Colors, those screens were fucking tiny, man. Like, those were absurdly small screens.
It's not even about how small they were, it's the resolution on them is so freaking big.
Yeah.
Well, small/big, you know what I mean. Like,
right. Yeah.
Small in terms of pixels.
Played the shit out of my Game Boy Color, though. That was great. That was a great time.
I went kind of from Game Boy Pocket. I had like one of those sweet gold ones. And then I went from that to GBA, I think. But I had a color as well. I just didn't really have any games other than Link's Awakening DX.
Hmm.
I think I got Turok 2 for it also, which is just garbage.
Did they? Yeah, that sounds.
That was one of those Christmas years that was like, Grandma got me Turok 2, but for Game Boy. Oh.
What did it like? How did it play?
It was just a side-scroller
environment?
shooter.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's the way those always worked. If it was ever a first-person game, it was always a side-scroller when it came to Game Boy.
That's what I figured. Although I remember the Game Boy Advance had like
Doom.
shitty 3D
Yeah.
on it.
Even SNES actually had Doom on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean the original
Wolfenstein.
F-Zero game and Star Fox, those games were actually like basically 3D, and it was really cool when I first played it. I remember thinking that it was fucking badass, like the original F-Zero game. The F-Zero game though, the music is still great, but the game itself is kind of not that great. F-Zero X was, I think, the best in the series, which is the N64 version.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one too.
GX, but I don't know. I didn't like the art style of GX.
There was a mode you could play that I think it was like an arena sort of almost deathmatch mode in the game, or the N64 version, and that was my favorite. Like, I would just smash everybody.
Yeah. That was sweet, actually. It was like Death Race, and it was like a straight path,
it was like
but it was just a loop. Yeah. And it was just like a big loop.
And I'd play as like the bull guy who had like the big black ass car and just smash.
Yeah, he was cool. He's Captain Falcon's arch enemy.
He's like way better than Captain Falcon, if I remember.
I don't know why they never added him to Smash Brothers, because he would be a sweet looking character to add in. Or some of the other characters too. I mean, you got like actually the one of the things that I actually really loved about F-Zero X is it had one of the best game manuals like
I don't
ever.
remember it actually.
Oh, it was so cool, dude, because it was massive, because it had like a character profile on every character in the game.
There's like 25 characters or some shit in that game.
Oh, I think there's more than that. I think so. There's like 6 probably on the top row, and it was like 6 by like probably 8.
That's so funny that they decided that was the one. Like, this is what our focus is going to be: tons of characters in a game with no story.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. But that's what the thing is. Like, there was backstories to all the characters in the book, and like Star Fox's dad is in F-Zero X, except he's a dude, which is kind of weird. Like, he's a human, not a fox.
Oh.
Yeah, but his car was a converted R-Wing, which was cool.
Wait, so how did a man make a fox baby?
Well, in the Star Fox universe, his dad, I'm pretty sure, was actually just a fox, but I think in F-Zero they made him a human, which is also weird because it's not like they couldn't explain away that there was a fox character. Like, you also had like a bioengineered dinosaur race car driver, so
I know.
Can you have a fox man, you know?
There's aliens, there's all kinds of things. There's like dudes with weird mustaches.
Yeah.
Just about everything is in that one.
There's like Mr. and Mrs. Comet, who are like superheroes in that universe. It was cool. The manual was like the best. That was the greatest.
Didn't they have less characters in the GameCube version? I don't remember it being as big of an emphasis.
I think they had a similar amount of characters. You could also build a custom car.
All I remember was that game was hard as balls, and I couldn't freaking.
It was really hard. Yeah, it was a very difficult game. Yeah,
like, I had mastered the N64 version. I must have put like 100 hours into it, but the GameCube version was just too hard for me. Like, I didn't want to put the time in.
They focused a lot on like technical racing in GX, which is also why I didn't like it very much. Whereas like where F-Zero X was more like set piece racing, you know, like just like really cool looking or cool to play around in things.
Like Extreme G also.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but like the F-Zero GX sort of did, like, they had that one course that was, I think, at the end of the first set of tracks, where it was just like 90-degree turns over and over and over again. And it's like, that's kind of boring. Like, I don't really want to do this technical racing thing. Like, I don't really care for that.
Yeah, what do you think we're fucking making some kind of sim now? Like,
yeah.
Is Gran Turismo in fucking space? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, I much preferred like when I first saw Big Blue on F-Zero X, which, in case anybody had never played it, which, by the way, you should go back and play it. F-Zero X, you can play it on emulator or something. But the Big Blue was, there's just this big giant cylinder Like you raced on a racetrack for a short period of time, but then there's this massive, super long snaking cylinder
I got
thing.
that.
Yeah,
I got
and
that
then
in spades.
you would move in 360 degrees around the I guess the radius of the cylinder, I guess the circumference.
That was
No,
the Big
I don't
Blue.
know.
That was your
Yeah,
cylinder.
yeah, and it was fucking awesome. And if you went too fast around, you would like fly off and explode into the ocean that was like miles below you. And it had probably the best soundtrack for that. Like that stage was probably the best out of that soundtrack, which overall I think is one of the best video game soundtracks ever. Just F-Zero X in
Well,
general.
and Big Blue was originally probably the best song in the original soundtrack too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I have a feeling they just meddled it up for the next one.
Yeah, probably. Like I am actually partial to the Mute City from the 8-bit Mute City.
Yeah, that's good too.
I think that was better in 8-bit than it was translated over.
Dude, Whiteland also, if I remember correctly, was really good too.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, all the tracks on that game series are just
No,
great.
there's one shitty one. It's the one after Big Blue. It's just like a big circle. I can't remember what it's called.
Sand Ocean?
No, that's I think after the one I'm talking about.
Hmm.
It's just like Death Plane or something. It's like a circle.
Death Road or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
And
I
it
thought
was
that
just like
Sand Ocean.
wind sounds and like kind of screeching, if I remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was kind of trash ass, but yeah. But overall though, that soundtrack was wonderful. Like that's up there for me, like even next to like Ocarina of Time and like a lot of the Mega Man soundtracks. Even though a lot of the Mega Man soundtracks are like amazing.
Yeah, I think the VGM music remix community has pretty much embraced F-Zero about equally as Mega Man. I think it gets a lot of remixes.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I mean it's great. It's just a bunch of great shit. I don't know who did all the music for F-Zero actually. I should go back and look. I don't think it was Koji Kondo, but I mean it could have been because I mean that man's a fucking genius.
Yeah, that is a little embarrassing that I don't know that either because like that's a pretty damn memorable soundtrack, and I kind of want to know where their career trajectory took them after that game.
Yeah, really. I'm just gonna look this up.
Yeah. Solutions for
soundtrack
us now.
Composer. F-Zero. Okay, let's see. Composers Yumiko Kanki and Naoto Ishida. All right. So let's see. What did you ever do? Yumiko Kanki. I'm looking at the original F-Zero because I mean I think that's the most.
Yeah, that's where it started. That's where
right.
the music then got remixed from there, I believe.
They never did anything really.
Wow.
Did F-Zero and then did I guess before F-Zero did Golf Japan course and Golf US course. And then Tetris and Dr. Mario, and then F-Zero Maximum Velocity, which I think was the GBA game.
Oh.
And let's see, what about Naoto Ishida? What did you ever do, Naoto Ishida?
So they composed the memorable Tetris music, though.
Or well, it was Tetris and Dr. Mario. It was like that.
Oh, there's a Tetris cartridge?
Yeah, well, it was. I don't know. It was listed on Wikipedia as Tetris ampersand Dr. Mario. So so maybe yeah.
I think I would recognize the name of the person who wrote the Tetris soundtrack, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, okay. It looks like. Oh wait, no. Okay, so Naoto Ishida, he did F-Zero X after F-Zero, so he stayed on while Yumiko Kanki didn't. But then he didn't really do anything else. It was just F-Zero.
Weird.
Yeah. Very strange. Because that soundtrack is so fucking good. Maybe I have to look at F-Zero X.
Now I want to watch like a biography of this group of composers, like see how this story came to be that was like the last thing.
Oh, they don't even list this guy for the other thing. Okay, and now the guy who was the composer for F-Zero X, he did a bunch of shit.
Okay.
It looks like he actually went on to do Smash Brothers and do all the music for that, and then like Animal Crossing, Mario Tennis,
Oh, that's our
Yoshi
KK
Touch and
Slider.
Go. Who's that?
It's a memorable character from Animal Crossing who has
Oh, I
cool music.
never played Animal Crossing.
It's a dog that plays guitar.
Oh, he composed Phantom Hourglass. That's actually a really good, underappreciated Zelda game. Played it on my DS. Super Sluggers, all the way up until he did. I guess he composed Mario Kart 7. Huh.
Pretty
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
Magic in a lesson, folks. That's what we have for you today. We'll learn a little bit about some music composition.
Oh,
History.
okay. So the other guy, the other composer on F-Zero X, Hajime Wakai, he went on to do. Oh, he did a bunch of shit actually. He was the stage's music composer for Star Fox 64, which I remember the music being good in that game. I don't know if it was particularly memorable. And then he did all the music for Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. And then here's the big one. He was the sole composer on Pikmin and Pikmin 2.
Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good.
So he went on, yeah, and then I guess he did Nintendogs, Star Fox Command, New Super Mario Brothers, Brain Academy, Wii Music. He was the sound director on Skyward Sword, and he was the.
So is he the person we get to blame for remixing the freaking Ocarina of Time song backwards?
I don't know. Probably. He was the sound director.
Because that's a fall from grace right there.
Yeah. I actually kind of like that theme, but I never played the game, so I don't know.
It's so lazy.
It is really lazy. I mean, I won't.
Any excuse I can come up with, honestly, to hate on that game, I'm fine with.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I never played it, but,
I'm being polemic, guys. Calm down. It's just a joke. I'm just joking. Calm down.
Iwata. God damn Iwata.
He's like, Nick's got such a hate on for fucking Skyward Sword. I love Zelda. I like Zelda too. Calm down. It's okay. We're gonna make it through this together.
Yeah. Yeah. Aonuma. So, Aonuma, actually, the creative director for, like, all of the Zelda games beyond Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword was the first one that he didn't direct, which is not terribly surprising.
Hey, do you have like a plane every minute now?
I don't know. So sometimes, like I said, they just reroute planes over my house.
I have to believe they're just in a cyclical pattern, and there's like 3 of them doing loops over your house at this point.
That's possible, yeah. Oh, actually, the Simpsons Family Guy crossover is about to start, and
Well, there you go.
I think we've done good
Due diligence.
Yeah, we've learned things about Nintendo composers.
Due diligence.
Dude diligence.
Poop diligence.
So,
Just in case we didn't mention poop at all for this episode.
you gotta mention the poop at least the one time. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks
Mondays
for
and
watching.
Fridays, new magic.
See you for the next one. Take care.
Bye.